Hey guys, welcome. Welcome aboard if you're brand new, welcome back if you're not, and welcome home if that sits perfectly for you. Today we want to talk about what's up for the week of Monday, the 14th of October through the 20th of October 2024. We've got big movements happening. Last week, Jupiter went retrograde, Saturn, hello, Pluto went direct. Yeah, big stuff. This week, just as critical. Let's talk. Monday, the Libra Sun will square Mars. The Pisces Moon will conjunct Saturn, and Venus in Scorpio will oppose Uranus. Why, thank you. That's so lovely. So there is a solid T-square in the air. Chiron is opposing the Sun, squaring Mars, okay, at 21 degrees. Here's the deal. This is at 21 degrees, which is exactly where that last new moon was. So pay attention. Pay attention. Also, Venus opposing Uranus overshadows this week. It's a big transit, or it's a big aspect. Here's the deal. The energy feels reactive all week. Maintain your mindfulness. Wow. Okay. Maintain your responsible nature and your responsiveness. Okay. Able to respond. The cardinal energies are at odds, right? And compassion, leading with self-compassion, is really the key to getting the best out of Monday. Expect the unexpected. Focus on home. And remember that when we're talking about home, we're talking about what home looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, feels like, right? Self-reflexive, always and only defined by you. So focus on home and the feeling of home, and leave what that appears as out of the mix for now. Again, that Venus opposed to Uranus really might bring a huge unanticipated shift into your tangible reality. So flow is key. On Tuesday, the 15th, we have a moon in Pisces that's going to square Jupiter, trine Mars, quincunx the Sun, sextile Uranus and Pluto, and conjunct Neptune before moving into Aries in the afternoon. Venus will trine Neptune, and the Aries moon will quincunx Mercury. So the pressure lightens up. It is much easier to relax into that flow state. So make sure that you're paying attention. The first half of the day is going to be filled with deep insights and potentially deep awarenesses. The second half, after the moon moves into Aries, brings you to the place where you are more able and apt to take action on those things that have become evident to you. So make sure that you're bringing the divine into your reality, right? This is an effortless thing. And so make sure that you're allowing yourself to express what you've been gifted with as fully as you are able to do that. Beautiful. On Wednesday, the 16th, it is a wide open day, right? We don't really have major aspects happening. That, again, the halo of Venus trining Neptune is hanging around. So keep your eyes open, right, to that starlight. And your feet on the earth, because you have a great ability to connect with your divine power on Wednesday. Thursday, hello, big day. The Aries moon conjuncts Chiron. very, very early on, before a whole hour has gone through the day. The moon will sextile Jupiter, will square Mars, and at 6:26 a.m. Central Time, the moon opposes the Libra Sun, and we have a full moon at 24 Aries. Venus in Scorpio sextiles Pluto. The moon squares Pluto, and Venus changes signs, moving into Sagittarius. The moon also changes signs, moving into Taurus. And that Taurus moon is going to quincunx Venus in Sagittarius. So mind any tendency to personalize things on Thursday. Look very deeply into your soul. Your truth and the motivations behind those truths are absolutely evident. Whoa, hey. Be open to the understanding of that truth, right? Because there is a real opportunity, like the energy super supports your abilities to shift and to heal if you allow it, right? Immerse yourself. Immerse yourself in your experience and open up all of your channels of perception and let the depth and width of the beauty that is available, right, through those lenses of perception to delight you. You can do that. You can do it. Just open the apertures, right? Yeah. On Friday, the 18th, that Taurus moon is going to oppose Mercury and sextile Saturn. So on Friday, balance your presence with your expression. It is a preloading kind of day. So here's the deal. You can absolutely get stuff done, which is great. And there's a huge potential for a brilliant widening of your vision, a laying of the foundations, a seeding of your heart's desires. Remember that all of those things are done only in the now, right? So make sure that you are fully showing up. On Saturday, the Libra moon will quincunx Uranus. That Taurus moon is going to sextile Mars, conjunct Uranus, quincunx the Sun, hello, sextile Neptune, and trine Pluto before moving into Gemini, right? And then that Gemini moon is going to oppose Venus. So here's the deal. Do something new on Saturday, something that you have never done before. The key to this is to approach it with reverence, with an openness, with a choosing to be absolutely and very deeply in your experience. Make sure that you're paying attention to any kind of hidden message or lesson. Don't give in to boredness or boredom as the day progresses, though. Stay absolutely committed to being connected, always looking to go deeper, always leaning in and making connection with the deepest possible resonance. Okay, we see you. Yeah, always making connection. Always. On Sunday, the 20th, that Gemini moon is going to quincunx Mercury. The Libra sun will quincunx Neptune, and the Gemini moon will square Saturn. So on Sunday, here's the deal. Unless it's required of you, do not bother trying to accomplish very much. Unless it's like an artistic pursuit. If it's an artistic pursuit, go for it. But other than that, reality and your own self-awareness is really going to be wrapped up in that kind of blurry Neptune-ish sort of quality, making the edges really hard to discern. So give yourself permission to take it easy on Sunday. Yeah. Just let it be an unstructured day. I mean, unless you have to function. If you have to function, of course, do that. But if you don't, if you have the opportunity to just kind of chill out or check out, I mean, make that happen, right? I like it. All right, let's get at it here. On Monday, wow, jumping. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles. So we're talking about the very slow grinding forward of life and lessons and learning, right? We have the Knight of Pentacles, always just keeping going with the mission, and the Wheel of Fortune, always making progress, right? Even if it's imperceptibly so, that progress is always there. So maintaining your mindfulness, maintaining your responsive nature, right? Here I am, I'm here, even if it doesn't really loom large, right? We're talking about cardinal energy. So that concept of getting done, of being present is right here, making sure that we're focusing on home, right? Knight of Pentacles, he knows where it's at. So making sure that you are really available to the flow and shift is really important. Just making sure that you're present, even when it's moving, right? Just show up. This is what you have to do on Monday. Show up and just be present, right? It's going to move no matter what. The less resistance you show, the better off you are. Remember, it's reactive energy this week. On Tuesday, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So we talked about how the pressure is going to lighten. And it's going to be easier to be in this flow state, making sure that you're really witnessing your priorities, right? Allowing your purpose to come in. Why are you holding the space you're holding? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you defending what you're defending? If you are aware of that, then this is easy, right? Showing up in that space is easy. Making sure that you are bringing the divine into your reality, right? And expressing it, right? Being present. Being, even if it's on guard, right? Not necessarily defending, but understanding why, right? Getting your why clear for you will really help you stay grounded, and not even that, but it will help you stay on your mission, right? Make life easy. It always does, right? If we know what's what. On Wednesday, we've got the Ace of Cups and the Five of Swords. So we talked about this as a day to keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the earth, right? Allowing yourself to be in power, not arguing with yourself, especially since we don't have any major aspects. The way that you can create your sense of power is a thing that you don't have to argue with. Right? You don't need to bring up stuff, you know, with that Aries moon. Sometimes there's a tendency to get argumentative, or to even, don't look a gift horse in the mouth is what I want to say here. So don't argue with what is present. Don't argue with a day that has power into it, if you can help it. Just try to show up in your wholeness, as opposed to being, again, in resistance. There's no need for all of that. That's just top level nonsense, right? On Thursday, you have the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so in what way are you blocking your blessings? That's a great question. You have an Aries full moon. Minding all of your tendencies to personalize things. Is it about you? Are you really stuck? What is the story you're telling? Are you leading with your heart? Are you leading with your mind, right? Here's the deal. If you're looking at your motivations, like we have been early this week, you should already be clear on what it is that you want to feel, the way you want to experience a thing. And whatever you have in the way of that, in terms of a limiting belief or an idea structure or a concept that you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda, or can't have a thing, right? Make sure that you are creating that immersive experience for yourself as your heart's desire, not as the structure that keeps you out of it, right? Absolutely understand that there is such depth and beauty available to you, as long as you're not putting lenses in the way of your perception. What's available is what's available, and what you choose to see is what you choose to see. Make sure that it's not reflecting your limitations, but instead your heart, right? Absolutely. On Friday, you have the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So this is that energy that really wants to give you foundations and visions and seeding that heart's desire, making sure that however you're not looking back or looking outward at something external to you, this is being gifted to you, right? If you're stuck on the thing that happened last year, last week, last month, last decade, if you're feeling some kind of way that somebody else has a thing you think you should have, instead reel yourself back and focus on what it is that you do have. Focus on the opportunities that you are given, the power that you can exercise, the place that you can put your feet, right? Even if it's not the place that you believe you want it to be right now, what's available is what's available. And you get to the next level by claiming the now, right? You claim your power in the now, and then it amplifies, and then it amplifies. If you claim your lack in the now, so does that. So choose wisely, okay? Choose wisely. On Saturday, we have the Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles again, okay? This is that day to try something new, right? What feels like it might be just an absolute amazing experience? What have you never done, right? Where can you find something new that might spark your creativity, or might set you on fire, might inspire you, might renew your whole lease on life, right? Allow you to re-foundation yourself in a way that you've never thought possible. That's where you are. That's where you are today. If you can stay in your function and not give way to boredom, not be like, but, nope, pick one, do that, and then see where it leads you. Do the next thing and see where it leads you. Stay in the present, right? Stay in the present. And then don't be surprised when you get these amazing synchronous, serendipitous messages and lessons. It's all there for you every single day. Look at that. You end Sunday with the Lovers and the Magician. Two majors, big deals, right? We talked about this as a day to practice the pause, right? Be invested in the way that you want to experience a thing. Making sure that you're allowing for a little bit of blurry energy, leaning into your power, leaning into the divine directives that you are able to gather. Making sure that you're giving yourself permission not just to exercise your power, but exercise your power to take it easy. Remember, the divine is always looking down on you and giving you what it is that you're asking for. So if you want to be nose to the grindstone, you can choose that. If you'd like to take a little bit of break every now and then, though, you can. And Sunday is a beautiful day to do that. Listen for the answers, right? Listen for the answers. We get a shh. Now, the beautiful thing about this card is that it allows you time and space to listen to the universe, right? You don't always have to open your mouth and reply to everything. You don't have to start a new thread about everything that happens in your life on social media. You don't have to answer everything that you don't agree with on social media. Sometimes you just get to be silent and have your own experience, be your own experience, right? Sometimes there's messaging in that silence, and that's what it is that you're being asked to pay attention to. So this week, settle into your own soul and see, where you end up with. We have the farther gate, a bold step forward. I love this. Let's see what it has to say, shall we? The farther gate, the next experience, legacy, evolving, a bold step forward. When the farther gate shows up, it is a clear call to lift your eyes to the horizon and begin to walk toward your future. Did we not actually say, keep your eyes on the stars? Yeah, we did. You are marching in place right now, stirring up dust, but not getting anywhere. Trust that forward movement will lead you to a new destination because you have already set for yourself, but probably forgotten or neglected because of your everyday business, right? So what are you doing? Where are you right now, right? You're kind of echolocating, trying to gather yourself to the where and what. The farther gate comes to tell you that an ending is at hand and that you can leave the old behind. Let it peel away like an old skin you shed. Do not hesitate. Cross the threshold boldly and you will be rewarded. If you continue marking time instead of moving, you will miss the opportunity. The gate is open and the next landscape of your life is within reach. But the window of time to pass through it grows shorter. Do not dally, right? A gift of the farther gate is to bring you to the fullest expression of your gifts, perhaps for the first time. It is an invitation to the sacred passage, to new discovery, and both great challenge and opportunity. It's not a graduation. There are no rewards other than the exploration itself. You have been a farmer too long, tilling the soil that now bears the fruit for you. Time to put on the explorer hat again. Okay, so we know we're in the middle of retrograde season. We know that Jupiter just went retrograde and Pluto went direct, right? What is it that you've been farming for? What have you been excavating? What have you found, right? There comes this time where we've done this work. We've been the seeker. You see me air quoting that, the seeker. The fact of the matter is that seekers always seek. So if you identify yourself as searching, as a seeker, as looking for something, perhaps now is the time for you to stop, take stock of what you've found, right? And work on processing that, work on integrating that, work on understanding how it all fits in, right? Is this bringing me joy or angst, right? Is it fulfilling me, or is it just creating work for me in terms of rationalization, etc.? Am I grounded? Am I looking backward? Do I have my purposes in line? Am I really feeling into the ways that I'm grounded and what I'm growing, what I'm planting, what I'm sowing? And am I connected? Am I connected to my own divine purpose, right? If you see that farther gate, you're already at the farther gate, right? The step is claiming it as your present, right? You don't have to tell anybody about that. You just have to make the choice to be there, the choice, and then exercise your power to be at and through that gate. Yeah. Be blessed, guys. Happy full moon.